Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Purina believes no one should have to make the impossible choice between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Through the Purple Leash Project, Purina is helping create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
Big news. Sephora is now on Uber Eats. So if you find yourself facing a beauty emergency, like needing a last-minute gift, or you're just out of your favorite mascara, again, don't panic. We got you. Order now and get $10 off on Sephora orders of $50 or more on the Uber Eats app. Order now. Offer ends October 30th. One order per customer. Additional terms apply. See app for availability. Delivery fees may apply.
Guys, you know what Friday is?
The day after Thursday?
It's the day before Saturday.
Last Friday? This Friday?
No, I'm saying this Friday.
Oh.
Okay.
This coming Friday. What is this coming Friday?
What are we at?
New Orleans, Utah with a back-to-back set. At New Orleans, they're playing Friday night and then Monday. So it's actually they get 2 days off and then they play again. One of these like baseball series that they're doing more of in the NBA. And you're like, Tom, why do we care? Mm-hmm. What's the big deal?
Are we jostling for lottery position?
Yes, that's a big one. Cooper flag.
Plant your flag.
Jump in the flag wagon.
Flag wagon.
Capture the flag.
There you go. Capture the flag.
Yeah.
The other one was...
So on the Blazers game the other night, we're playing New Orleans, and we were filling time because it was like a 30-point game. I proposed the trade. Trade deadline's coming up. That the Lakers trade their team name to Utah.
Wait, why would the Lakers send their name to the Utah?
It's Salt Lake.
They got one lake.
They're in Salt Lake, bro.
All
right, so Lakers trade their team name to Utah. Uh-huh. Utah trades the Jazz back to New Orleans. New Orleans Pelicans trade to the Lakers because it's a beach town. You have pelicans. There is such thing as a California brown pelican, which is quite popular, native to California.
Lakers are going to love this rebrand.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Pelicans. It just rolls off the tongue.
I don't know about that.
It got me thinking, we get the Jazz back to New Orleans. Why is Utah the Jazz? I mean, when you go down to New Orleans and you see Pistol Pete on the walls there, former LSU stud, doing amazing things on the floor, and then you see him in a Jazz jersey, and you're like, wait a minute, when did he play for the Utah Jazz? Oh, the New Orleans Jazz. That was the original team name. And so I just feel like we need to bring it back.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The one that I want to get brought back, that no chance, right? But I just think it was a cool name. The Washington Bullets. I get why it was changed. I support the reason behind the change. I even supported the name Wizards. I'm not mad at the name Wizards. I just think the Washington Bullets was a cool name. For it to just be like gathering dust and mothballs up in the attic of the NBA next to Seattle Supersonics, which is another cool name, feels wrong. It doesn't feel right.
So this guy, Slam Dunkley, reached out to me on Blue Sky, and he said, hey, don't stop at 3 team names.
Okay.
He says, Wolves to Toronto.
You know, the first incarnation of Toronto was literally the first game ever played in NBA history. It was between New York and Toronto, but it was the Toronto Huskies.
Okay.
So close, but not quite.
So Raptors to Utah.
Yes.
Might still work in the dinosaur motif, or if you want to go with the bird, Raptors as a bird. I only know that because there's a Raptors museum right here by my house.
There's a bird called a raptor?
Hawks and Eagles and Falcons are raptors.
I was going to say the Utah part makes sense because that's where I believe they discovered the T-Rex there, right?
Lakers back to Minneapolis, but then Minneapolis already gave away the Wolves name to Toronto. The Kings go back to Memphis because of Elvis.
Well, they don't go back to Memphis. They go to Memphis.
Sure.
Memphis was never called the Kings.
And then Grizzlies
goes
to Sacramento.
Even though it's the California Golden Bear and not the Grizzly Bear that's up there.
Then John Hollinger comes in.
That guy.
Like the Kool-Aid man. He goes, hey, Grizzlies to Denver, Nuggets to Sacramento. So Nuggets, because of the gold rush, go to Sacramento.
The gold rush.
And the Grizzlies actually work better in Denver.
Well, I don't think everything needs to stay. I think Pelicans to Los Angeles, you can scrap Pelicans. You can move the Jazz to New Orleans. You can move the Lakers to Minneapolis or Utah. And then you can give the LA team something brand new.
Something new.
No, we're not. We have to trade the names. You can't just sign names.
You're doing conservation of mascots?
Yes.
What if we gave them Bobcats?
See, I like this.
No one's using Bobcats.
Let's make them the LA Kings and make it synergy with the hockey team. Now it's one empire.
Oh, this is easy. Who gets the LA team name? It's the Magic.
Yes.
LA Magic. Orlando
Wizards.
Let's
address one of the most glaring bad names. I heard a rumor the other day, guys, that the Oklahoma City Thunder originally were supposed to be called the Oklahoma City Thundercats. And then it leaked during a summer league game in Orlando. Remember, because they played the Orlando Summer League. And the public backlash was so fierce, they dropped the Cats and they just made it Thunder. I like Thundercats a lot more than I like Thunder. We can agree to that one, right? The worst name in the NBA is Oklahoma City Thunder. The worst name, the worst logo, the worst design, all of it is bad.
I mean, I think Indiana Pacers is kind of dumb, but I understand. Pace car, Indy 500.
Pacers, yeah.
But it's dumb.
Okay, so this is an article in the Oklahoman. How did Oklahoma City's unknown name at the time become such a big talking point? This is an interview with George Galante.
Yeah.
I mean, you know George.
Yes, because George and Dante Marchitelli were doing the calls at the Orlando Summer League. You watch Orlando Summer League. Those are the guys that were calling every single game. They called it the Dante and Galante show. They were the ones that revealed it.
He said, since Summer League was right when the move was announced, Dante and I had decided that we were just going to play around. We had a list of nicknames at the time that we had just made up. And we were going to call them something different each time just because it was such a mystery about the name and this and that. So we were just going to have some fun with it and give them a different nickname each time. And one time we called them the Thundercats. And that was the one that after a while, we got a ton of emails in response to that one. And we just decided that that one was going to stick for the rest of the week. And we went with that. And the interviewer says, were you sold on Thundercats? And did you know that you had people thinking that was the real name? And he said, we knew after a day or two because we started getting emails that people thought it was what it really was. Then we just kind of fed it a little more. We knew that it wasn't the name and we were just making it up. And it was so ridiculous, but it was fun to just keep it going for at least a couple days. And then the question was, what did you think of the name when they ultimately chose it, the Thunder? And he goes, Dante and I like to take credit for that. We were the original founders of the name, even though we didn't get carried away the whole way. But we like to think we had some part in picking the Thunder. Even though we know that's not true, we're going to stick with that until hopefully they don't move again.
Let me just say right now, you guys know I love Summer League and I appreciate everything it has grown and become. There is a part of me that does pine for those yesteryear when you tune it on your laptop to watch a live stream of nobody's playing against each other in a small gym with one courtside row of regular ballroom chairs. Listen to Dante and Galante on the call. What a time that was, man.
The fact that the Oklahoma City Thunder are named the Thunder because of a Summer League gag, renaming the team every game, and then they decided to get rid of the Cats, so they just stuck with Thunder, is an amazing NBA story. But we got to trade them. We got to figure out a landing spot. Hey, people submit it to us. Add us, B-Ball Illuminati on X. Basketball Illuminati and Instagram. We'd like to hear if we can make a 30-team trade. Let's figure it out. A way we can do 30 teams. Let's hear your best, and we'll reveal it in a future episode.
My assignment: uncover why the association inspires more conspiracy theories in volume and salience than any other U.S. sport.
So you've heard of the Illuminati.
The truth is out there, but so are lies.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
The NBA has always been controlled by about 8 people.
Denial is the most predictable of all human responses.
If you're only using 10% of your brain, you don't even know that you're using 10% of your brain.
The NBA Illuminati.
If coincidences are just coincidences, why do they feel so contrived?
The Illuminati.
But you start to follow the money, and you don't know where the f*** it's going to take you.
It is unspoken. They have influence among other players.
The NBA Illuminati.
I don't have time for your convenient ignorance.
Maybe I'm a conspiracist now as well.
That's all it took. Oh, we got books, we got schools. You saw a video on YouTube.
Why my eyes, sir? You've never used them before.
We are the Basketball Illuminati.
This is Basketball Illuminati. I am Tom Haberstroh, and as always, I am joined by the 5-star Illuminarmy generals Amin Elhassan and producer Anthony Mays.
Members of the Illumination can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/countthedings. You can also show your support by wearing a Third Eye hat or a Basketball Illuminati shirt or hoodie. Check out the link in the show notes or go to the Count the Dings store on Cotton Bureau and keep that third eye open.
All right, we got to open our third eyes this week. You know, sometimes we like the aesthetics over the analytics, and sometimes the analytics start to attack the aesthetics. And Amin just found out about something called the NBA dunk score. We're going to talk about it, get to the bottom of it. But first,
listening to The Agenda with Amin Elhassan and Tom Haberstroh.
I got to hold myself accountable here. I did not know which story we're going to hit first. So, Mays, in honor of this segment here and in honor of holding ourselves accountable, can you help me? Which one would you like to start with here? Because there's a lot of accountability that we need to do.
I guess let's start with the most boring, but also most relevant in terms of the agenda. This is what's happening. Last week, Zion Williamson, after being out for 27 games with a hamstring injury, comes back, plays a game, and then is immediately suspended. Why? Violation of team policies. And David Griffin said, he has taken accountability for his actions and reaffirmed that commitment to the team today. I'm confident he will continue to evolve positively on and off the floor.
There you have it.
And Zion himself addressed the situation on Friday of last week. Quote, I have taken full responsibility for this suspension. I've worked extremely hard to rehab, to get healthy, to deliver for this team. This is my editorialization. I also got a large back tattoo in the middle of that and produced a hype reel for it.
Dude, I thought you were going to say a large bucket of like, oh, no.
I also take accountability for that. Back to the quote. There is no excuse for being late to team activities. I've apologized to Mrs. Benson and my teammates and coaches, and I also owe an apology to the fans. I can and will be better as a teammate and member of this organization. Accountable.
There you have it.
I thought there was a counting calories joke in there, but
come on, Tom. Have some class.
You can't account for the calories.
He looked great. That's the crazy thing about it. He looked great. He looked amazing. He had that cool ass dunk. Physically, he looks as trim as he has since his rookie year. But you can't show up to the bus, to the flight on time. And they said it was multiple violations. But I don't know why it has to get to a point where you lose a game check. But then again, when I was at Phoenix, we used to have a joke what time is the 12 o'clock bus? Shit happens.
What's the color of George Washington's white horse? Yep.
Some organizations are super crazy punctual, drill sergeant time. But for the most part, organizations are kind of understanding. So in order for you to be late enough to be suspended, it means you have like total disregard. You're not showing up 12:05 for the 12 o'clock bus. You're showing up at like 12:40.
You know how I know it was bad? Because CJ McCollum is the head of the Players Association. So for the team, we gotta suspend you, dude. We gotta suspend you. CJ, you're cool with this? Yeah, dude, we're not gonna fight it. You can go ahead and suspend him. If he didn't get suspended but started going on time, wouldn't that be him taking full accountability of his actions before? Because the team suspending him seems like them
holding him accountable.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about him being accountable for being late. We're talking about him being accountable for the result of the suspension.
For being punished.
Yes.
He's accountable for being punished.
I've been punished. That's my bad. I did that. I did the thing that got me suspended.
This is the verbal equivalent of one of my favorite things in the NBA. Guy goes up for like a layup. Defender absolutely mauls him. Doesn't go for the ball. Another day it would have been a common foul. Nowadays, we got to go watch on TVs whether it was a flagrant or not. But anyway, mauls the guy and then raises his hand.
Yeah.
The George Washington, I cannot tell a lie. I chopped down the cherry tree. Like, no shit. We all saw it. You don't have to raise your hand on that one.
Accountability.
Holding yourself accountable. Yeah.
Yep.
Hello, listener. It's producer Maze here to talk to you about Kindred. Now, close your eyes like Owen Wilson during a job interview and imagine a way to travel that feels personal, comfortable, and connected without the price tags and the sterile feelings of hotels or short-term rentals. Now open your eyes and stop using your imagination because Kindred has made it very real. That's exactly what they do. Kindred is a members-only home swapping network. It's not a hotel. It's not a short-term rental. It's a smarter way to travel where each stay feels like home. Here's how it works. With Kindred, your home is your ticket. You earn credits by hosting fellow Kindred members, and then you use those credits to stay in over 220,000 homes in more than 100 cities worldwide. There are no hotel costs or rental fees, just the credits that you've earned. Every stay comes with white glove service, 24/7 trip support, and $100,000 in host protection. Make it easier for you to travel and enjoy yourself and not worry about details. I've used Kindred and I found an amazing home for a weekend getaway in an idyllic location with amazing views and great ambiance. It had everything I needed. And the best part was, it cost me $0. So apply now at livekindred.com and use code DINGS to join for free. Plus, you'll earn 5 nights of travel credit just for signing up. That's right, that's 5 whole nights for free at livekindred, KINDRED.com, code DINGS, DINGS, livekindred.com, code DINGS. Hello, listener. It's producer Maze here to talk to you about Quince and their cookware. Cooler nights mean cozy meals at home, and Quince's cookware has made fall cooking so much more enjoyable. Their pieces deliver the quality and performance of luxury brands, but at a price that makes sense. And they look gorgeous on the stovetop, too. No matter what item you need to complete your kitchen, Quince has you covered. With 5-ply stainless steel pots and pans, nonstick skillets, chef-quality knives, and even ceramic bakeware, which is perfect for cozy casseroles or Sunday roasts. And when you look at these prices, you might think, how is Quince doing this? How do they deliver high-quality items similar to high-end brands that are half the price? Well, let me tell you, they partner directly with ethical top-tier factories to cut out the middlemen and pass the savings on to you. And it's not just cookware. I got myself some bath sheets. That's right. When you're a tall man, you have to use bath sheets, not bath towels from Quince. It's like drying off with the cloud. It's incredible. Upgrade your kitchen for cozy fall meals with premium cookware from Quince. Go to quince.com/dings for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/dings, DINGS, to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dings.
Listener, listen up. This is important, okay? I'm going to try to save you some money here. If you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. You may think like, oh, that's bad. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, no hidden fees, no BS. Here's why I said yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for $15 a month. You heard that correctly. $15 per month. Ditch overpriced wireless and the jaw-dropping monthly bills. And of course, there are all these hidden fees and stuff, but at Mint Mobile, plans start at $15 per month. All the plans come with high-speed data, unlimited talk and text. You're not doing like weekend and nighttime minutes or anything like that. And it's delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone. Don't have to get a new phone. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. I switched months ago. People have asked, did you actually switch? Yes, I actually switched months ago. And I don't know what to do with all this extra money. I've cheated the system here. I've rigged something. This is an Ocean's 11 situation where I'm stealing wireless from Mint. That's how good a deal it is. Ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/dings. That's DINGS. That's mintmobile.com/dings. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 per month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like expecting the leadership of a team captain on the football field, but getting a sea captain. You wouldn't settle for just anything for your team. Shouldn't it be the same for your insurance? So don't settle for just any insurance when you can go with a leader. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For a limited time at McDonald's, get a Big Mac Extra Value Meal for $8. That means 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, and medium fries, and a drink. We may need to change that jingle.
Prices and participation may vary.
Speaking of holding someone accountable, that's where we're at with the Pat Riley, Jimmy Butler situation. The 7-game suspension was the Heat holding him accountable for behavior detrimental to the team. And obviously, Jimmy Butler is not a fan of that, and he's not accepting the accountability. So we've had a back and forth here, and Tim Hardaway went on SiriusXM to explain just how Pat justified the suspension to the NBA Players Association.
I'm all with Pat Riley. You under contract, you play up under this contract, and we may see where all the chips may fall. But, it's all about authority saying no to somebody, and these guys can't take rejection. And that's what it's all about. It's about accountability. If you can't take rejection because everything has been saying yes, 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 yes to you, now you upset that the world is coming to an end. Oh, I can't play now because he's not going to give me the money that I want. No, go out there and play. You're under contract. Go ahead and play. I know Pat, and that's what is going. That's what's happening. And I knew that. I said, look, Pat got a 10-page letter to the Players Association, and he's going to have film showing why he suspended this man before that even happened.
10 pages. Wow.
A lot of things, a lot of evidence.
I want to see that report. I want to see what's on it.
Do you think that's just because Pat Riley is typing in super big font?
Come on.
Like an old person's phone?
The old 72 size font? Double spaced, triple spaced?
Yeah, margins.
Headers and footers.
Now we're taking me back to high school. Like, you got a 5-page paper to write. Got it. Let's say less.
Triple space, wide margins.
Children listening to this, when you write a paper, they tell you, you got to have a double space, this font, da, da, da. You know why they have all those rules now? You're looking at them right here. We were the generation that pioneered all that shit. They didn't used to give us rules. They just say a 5-page paper.
All right, so this 10-page report that Pat Riley, he's from a previous generation, so he's probably holding himself accountable. It's got to be an ethical 10 pages.
Because he did it on a typewriter.
Right.
Pat Riley doesn't use a computer. He uses a typewriter. Bing! Slapping it.
Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler is at his Big Head coffee shop.
Big face. That's a fine.
Big face, big head, big coffee. Subtly sending messages to Pat Riley by overseeing a 15-year-old barista at work.
This is our best guy right here. See that? I gave you the compliment.
That's what bosses do. We build you up. We don't break you down.
My favorite part about it was, what do you think Jimmy is like behind closed doors? Somewhere in the world is Andrew Wiggins and Karl-Anthony Towns watching that video like, what? What'd you say? Uplift who? That's Duncan Robinson. Ask Tyler Hero. Not to say that they don't appreciate the levels that they reach, but to act like Jimmy has always been like, hey, you're doing a good job. Get out of here, man.
Jimmy Butler loves tough love. Not looking for a participation trophy.
I just thought about something else. Fred Hoiberg was that kind of boss, and Jimmy ran all over him. He's like, get the fuck out of my face. Scream at me like Tom Thibodeau, so I know it's real. This is amazing.
I would like to see Jimmy Butler running his coffee shop like Tibbs runs a practice. That would be interesting. I'm going to need you here from opening till closing. Okay?
Yeah.
1 5-minute break in the middle. That's it. That's all you get.
But even Tibbs, he wanted out from the whole Tibbs thing because Minnesota wouldn't pay him.
Well, let's see what happens to the barista when he wants a raise.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, Tim Hardaway said that Pat Riley's trying to hold him accountable and the Heat are trying to hold him accountable.
Maybe Pat Riley should try putting Spo and Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero in an accountability group chat.
Wait, this is a thing? Special group chat for accountability?
That's right. Back in July, during training camp, linebacker Devin White started one when he was with the Eagles.
You know, talking me, Jalen, and AJ, we got a group message, you know, and I named it accountability. You know, just how can we pull one another up and what do you need from me, and obviously vice versa with them, just so this can be a better team and those things don't happen.
Was the group chat started already and then they renamed it accountability, or do you think he started the group chat with the name accountability?
Based on that sound, it sounds like whatever group chat they're already in, they've got a separate one just for accountability.
The only problem is that the Eagles released Devin White on October 8th, and he never played a snap. So I wonder who's holding Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown accountable now. The accountability group chat isn't a bad idea, though. It doesn't sound too dissimilar from what Draymond Green was talking about in this Youngmasuk article of the accountability DG check-in calls that he was a part of.
Oh, Lord.
There are a lot of journalist awards that we submit articles for, or our editor submits articles for. I just pulled all of my submissions out because Youngmasuk's article here is going to win them all. This is an amazing report from ESPN. Reported the shit out of this story. So many great details. But the fact that the league had a Zoom check-in twice a week that lasted 6 weeks called, what was it again, Maze?
The DG check-in calls. This was set up by Adam Silver himself. The same Adam Silver that urged Draymond not to retire.
Wow. One of my favorite stories.
I just told him, Adam, it's too much for me. Like, it's too much. Like, this is too much. It's all becoming too much for me. And I'm going to retire. And Adam said, you're making a very rash decision. And I won't let you do that.
I like that Adam Silver is taking time out of his busy schedule to organize Zooms with Draymond Green while he was suspended.
I like the idea that once upon a time in this league, the commissioner was like, get the fuck out of my league. And the players are like, no, you gotta appeal this. And now here we are. I don't want to play anymore. Please, please, please don't leave. That's how we are. We flip-flopped on that. Reality switch sides.
So here's a little part of the story. Amazing details. Green was in the Footprint Center for the Warriors game against the Suns, December 12th, 2023. But mentally, Green was anywhere but downtown Phoenix. As Brandon Pajemski looked to inbound the ball with 8:23 remaining in the third quarter, Green went to establish position on Nurkic. Green said Nurkic was pinching his right side. As he tried to free himself from Nurkic, Green spun and flailed his right arm, striking the Suns' big man in the face. Green was ejected for the third time that season for flagrant 2. Nearly a month earlier, Green had been suspended for 5 games, but this time the punishment would be far more severe. The NBA suspended Green indefinitely for his, quote, repeated history of unsportsmanlike acts. And here is Draymond Green talking to Ohm. Quote, on that night, I wasn't even at the game. I didn't want to be there. I didn't feel like I was there. My body was there. My mind was not at all. My emotions were not at all. I was not there. I was there because I had to be there. I had zero interest in the game, in being on the floor. I was just there. End quote.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't want to be there. I was there. My body was there. My mind was not there. My emotions were also not there. I was not there. I was there.
I would like to use this excuse anytime that I'm pulled over, I'm in trouble with my wife or my kids. Look, I was there, but I was not there.
I want to use it in court. I want to represent myself. I want to call myself up to the stand, and then I want to tell the judge, the jury, I wasn't there.
Well, okay, this is not that dissimilar from the way he explained the Jordan Poole video to Taylor Rooks.
When that video first came out, I watched that video all day. Leave it, go do something else, come back to the video, watch it again. Because that video had me form an opinion about myself. And I was sitting there, and as someone who was involved in the incident, I totally forgot in watching that video everything that went on. Because in the video, you watch an audioless video, you watch a 3-second clip of me walking up and I swing, and like that's what you see. That video was put out there like that to portray me the exact way it did. Does that mean I was not wrong in what I did? No, that does not mean that. 100% was the wrong reaction. Mm-hmm. On the flip side of that, also dealing with my team, whose sentiments also changed once the video came out. This was meant to form an opinion about me and not give another side to it. Like not even allow another opinion to be formed. This video was put out just like this.
The video coming out, you feel like was like a calculated thing for the video to come out.
100%.
All right.
Essentially, he's saying, if you look at this video, I did it. When I was there doing it, I didn't feel like I did it. But when you watch this video, it really makes it seem like I did it. Mm. That's crazy. That's a different guy that I'm watching doing this. I was there. I did it. But I watched this video, and it seems like a different guy doing that.
Maze, I know we do this a lot on Cinephobe. Can you clip in the guy from Role Models?
I didn't do it.
Mr. Garvin, I just don't know what other options we have, because they have this clear videotape of you stealing a lot of TVs.
That could be any bald guy.
Look at me, David Garvin, stealing TVs. Who would believe it?
That is not me.
That leads us to now, after these DG check-in calls, and after his suspension, and after the therapy, we've reached a new Draymond.
Yeah.
It's taken this long. It's taken talking to Ohm to get to this point. And he says, quote, I want people to say, man, right here was a little bleak, but then look where it went from there. And that's due to because he took accountability. Regardless of how I felt about the Rudy situation, the Nurkic situation, the Jordan Poole incident, any situation, I took it on the chin.
What?
The accountability.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I took accountability for it, and I moved forward.
You took it on the what?
Why is it on my chin?
Accountability struck back.
Oh, I'm upside down.
He said I took it on the chin right after talking about Jordan Poole.
They're my fault. I needed to be better, and I failed. We all fail, but I'm not a failure. We all fail, but I'm not a failure.
Oh, I thought you were going with the honest Nike campaign that no one ever fails. It's not failure to be swept in the first round.
By the Heat.
I feel like this is the first time I've heard him say they're my fault.
No, but he says, regardless of how I felt about the Rudy situation, I don't think he's admitting guilt there or remorse. He's saying, regardless of how I felt, I think he's kind of blaming Rudy there.
And the Ohm's story is incredible. Like you said, it's incredibly sourced, very candid accounts from people on the record. But my favorite part is where, as a sign of progress, they point out that he played Rudy Gobert 3 times in the span of a couple of weeks in December, and there wasn't even an incident. He didn't even fuck him up one time. Growth, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the Chris Rock. I take care of my kids.
Yeah. I ain't never been to jail.
The growth is nothing happening. It was a normal game. It was one of 82 games.
All of it kind of circles back to the guy we started with, which was Zion, saying, I took accountability, but he didn't take accountability. What he did was he took the punishment. So that's what Draymond is really saying. I took accountability for the punishment rather than for the actions. In the same way that when players say they were humbled, 9 times out of 10, they're using that term incorrectly.
My point is more, it's for the first time. I don't think he said this when he came back from suspension. I don't think He said this between now and then. I feel like this is the first time that I've seen Draymond in print quoted by saying, those situations were my fault.
No, he's not saying that. He says, I took it on the chin. He's the victim.
He took the punishment on the chin.
Yes, that he took on the chin.
I'm telling you, he's taking accountability for being punished.
Yeah, which is not accountability at all.
I was there. I wasn't there. I wasn't there, but I was there.
When you take accountability for the punishment, the implication here is I didn't do the opposite, which is I could have fought this shit. I could have been like, fuck you, I'm not getting suspended.
I'll retire.
Yeah, exactly.
Took it right in the chin.
He did almost retire. That's true. Never mind.
He's auditioning. I just figured out. He's auditioning for Charles Barkley's replacement because Charles Barkley was a serial retiree threatener, right?
He still is. What he talking about was he just then retired during the NBA Finals.
He did.
He just did it again.
But we have to keep holding these powers accountable. Hold the powers that be accountable, which is what we're doing here on Illuminati, because no one else out there, no other podcast I know of, is willing to hold people accountable like we do.
That's why we have a separate group chat called Accountability.
This episode is brought to you by Nature's Bounty. Nature's Bounty believes your body is brilliant, naturally designed to thrive, inside and out. For those always looking for new ways to support your health from head to heels, Nature's Bounty has a range of over 400 vitamins and supplements born from 50 years of trust and care. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature. Visit naturesbounty.com to learn more.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
Through the Starbucks College Achievement Plan, full and part-time Starbucks baristas receive 100% upfront college tuition coverage so they can focus on achieving their dreams, not how they'll pay for school. And those dreams might start with a degree in management, biochemistry, or any of the more than 150 offered. At Starbucks, benefits like college tuition coverage are just the start. Learn more at starbucks.com/partners.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Unlock over $3,500 in business and travel value annually with statement credits on select purchases from brands like Dell, Hilton, and Adobe, and other benefits. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Based on total potential value of statement credits on select purchases and other benefits, enrollments required, monthly and other limits and terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
So on the Blazers broadcast, we've been doing the dunk score quite a bit because Shaedon Sharpe has 3 of the highest verts. According to this new metric from the NBA called dunk score, I can now look up which player has had the highest vert on their dunks. And it's amazing. Great content.
Let's take it a step back because I imagine a lot of people are where I am. We're recording this on Monday, January 13th. I discovered dunk score on Monday, January 13th. Today was the first day. So what dunk score is they take the player tracking data that allows us to glean so many different things, right? Now they've added like a 3-dimensional aspect to it. So now we have verticality, hang time, and the highest height the ball is and all that. And all of these are cool little individual metrics. Tom, when you say, we like to see how high Shaedon Sharpe jumped or how long his hang time was, I've got no problem with those measurements. That's a cool thing to know. Oh, he got 45 inches off the floor. Okay. Oh, his hang time was almost 3/4 of a second. Oh, okay, that's cool. I have a problem that NBA.com has taken upon itself to now take all of these numbers and amalgamate them into one single number, kind of like John Hollinger's PER of dunks, and they call it the dunk score. You know, we started this episode talking about name changes, right? I got a name change for you. How about the dumb score? This is dumb.
It takes time to connect the dots.
I know that.
But also, I know that there could be a day of reckoning when you wish you connected the dots
more quick.
What were we thinking? Why didn't we wake up when we had a chance?
Move it! Demolish it! Blow it up!
What gets us into trouble is not what we don't know.
It's what we know for sure.
That just ain't so.
Amin's Inconvenient Truth.
Communicate this real clearly. The only way I do it.
City by city, person by person, family by family.
There are a lot of people go straight from denial to despair.
Without pausing on the intermediate step of actually doing something about the problem.
Amin's Inconvenient Truth.
You know when people are like, oh, the nerds are ruining basketball, and see, the Hornets missed 73-pointers and all that stuff. That stuff is all exaggeration. This right here, this is why they go to those exaggerations. Because nerds come up with dumb shit. And I mean, how dumb can it be? Well, let me give you an example. Remember that dunk LeBron had? Yeah, that's right. 40-year-old LeBron had on Derek Lively, who was like 4 days old when LeBron played his first NBA game?
I don't think age is part of the elixir here.
It's not, but you know what? Let's make LeBron 25. Let's make LeBron and Derek Lively the same age. LeBron James gets the ball as he's diving down the lane, goes up with his right hand, Lively jumps, he switches to his left hand, and windmill dunks on him. 40 years old, 30 years old, 20 years old, doesn't matter what his age is. That was, if not the dunk of the year, one of the top dunks of the year. You know what dumb score gave it?
What?
A 78. And that's the number one rule of analytics. If your catch-all formula tells you something that is objectively, inherently, patently, ridiculously false, then maybe we don't trot this out. Maybe we take this back into the shed and do some fine-tuning.
I'm looking this up. Thankfully, because they're holding themselves accountable, the NBA office lists all the inputs, all the variables, and the scores that went into the ultimate score of 78. I'm showing 75.7. Is this the same dunk? And they have film of every dunk, so you can say, all right, let me see it.
Yes, I do appreciate that.
Okay, so it is the same dunk.
I overshot by calling it 78, is what you're confirming right now.
Wow.
Okay, thank you for bolstering my point.
There's 4 main categories, okay? I'm just telling you how it's being calculated. There's jump score. The key factors in jump score is the takeoff distance and max vertical height.
Okay.
Then there's a power score, which is the ball speed through the rim.
The velocity going through. Okay, I'm with you. What's next?
There's style. Key factor, the type of dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this could be categorized as like a windmill, an alley-oop, a 360. The different types of dunks have a style grade. It has a really good jump score. It has a good power score. This is where it gets crazy. The style grade on this dunk was a 44.5.
You're a fucking nerd. Whoever scored that as a 44 on style, you're a fucking nerd. Also, want to throw this out there. Sometimes the greatest dunks of all, no style to it. Kevin Johnson on Hakeem Olajuwon. Stylistically, he just went up and dunked it. It is one of the most iconic dunks of all time. John Starks on the entire Chicago Bulls franchise, staff, and record label. He just cocked it back and dunked it.
There are 4 dunks with 100 style score, which is the maximum score.
Okay.
I just watched one from Zubats.
No.
On the Clippers.
No way.
November 6th against Philadelphia. He finished an alley-oop with his left hand. The ball got tossed up. He caught it with his left hand. He dunked it.
Dude.
100 for style.
This is real. I just watched it.
I really like having all the dunks here and being able to check it. But when you have 100 style score and then you look at it and it's as routine as it gets, that's not helping your case.
There wasn't even a defender there.
No.
What's the style?
No, because that's the defender score. I mean, you're confusing.
Yeah, defender score was an 11.3 on that one.
His vert was 26 inches.
Okay, so there's a 4th category, which is defensive contest. and that is defender proximity, defender max reach on contest, and the LeBron dunk also scores meh in this category, which defender proximity, the reason why the defender wasn't very close to LeBron is because LeBron went around him in flight. He defied the laws of physics going around this dude while he dunked it and switched hands. So there's jump score, there's power score, there's style score, which seems pretty subjective. And if your number one dunk is a Zubats alley-oop with one hand, I don't know.
Can I present another glitch in the system? Dunk score seems to like John Collins a lot.
Sure.
John the Baptist.
What's wrong with that?
That seems like a passing grade.
Just because he has the highest score in the whole league? Sure.
If the stress test is John Collins a good dunker and he passes, then that is a good test.
The stress test is hilarious. Is it possible? I'm going to throw this out there.
He was in the dunk contest. He jumped over an airplane.
I'm not questioning his jumping ability. I'm saying as I'm watching these John Collins dunks that rank among the highest, they are not anything to write home about. Now I'm beginning to think that we've discovered a new basketball Illuminati conspiracy, which is the guy who started this segment by saying, yeah, we use this shit all the time on our telecasts, happens to be this same metric is favoring a guy that went to his alma mater.
It's a conspiracy.
There's a backstory to this. Tom Haberstroh. Whose idea was it to use dunk score for Blazers telecast? Who brought it to the table?
No, you're not pointing the finger at me.
I'm asking questions, Tom Haberstroh.
No.
Who was the one that said, guys, this is something new that the league is doing. We should incorporate this.
You can hold me accountable all day. You can look through my emails, my texts. You will not find me campaigning for dunk score.
You didn't answer my question, Tom Haberstroh. I said, who brought it to the table that, hey, we should use this for telecast? Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've discovered the inconvenient truth.
No!
We have a traitor amongst us.